Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Let's Play Dead Space. Today we're going to be starting Chapter 3 of the game, titled Course Correction.
You've got two problems, and we're working on borrowed time here. First, there's no fuel in the engines. Second, the gravity centrifuge is offline, which means there's a couple of trillion tons of rock pulling us down. I need you to get that centrifuge operational. Refuel the main engine and fire it up so I can stabilize the ship's orbit.
Alright, so refuel the engines and fix the centrifuge so our orbit stops decaying. Simple enough. Simple enough. I believe we're on the engineering deck. So last time we picked up the pulse rifle, which I'll switch to in just a sec. I did it mainly just to show the weapon off, just so I'm not using the plasma cutter the whole way through. It's not really a bad weapon per se, but it's just not the best. That distinction obviously belongs to the plasma cutter. I do really like one function of it. It's got this cool little get off of me crowd control style alt fire. Its fire rate in general is where it tends to shine, plus you get a lot more ammo per pickup, even though it chews through a lot more. Shot for shot, I think it's the weakest weapon, but because of the fire rate, the DPS is quite alright.
Acting Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. It's been 2 days since they pulled that planet, since my captain died. The panic, the riots, they were nothing compared with what came after. Our friends, our co-workers, started coming back. Changed, coming back to kill us, drag us away. Rucker disappeared this morning, and I have to assume he's dead. My crew, they're starting to crack. I'm trying to keep an eye on them, but right now I have bigger problems. We're hemorrhaging fuel, and the primary engine is laboring. Danvers and I are going to try to reach the fuel depot to see if we can fix it. Temple out.
So we have to assume the guy in the chair, whose audio log we just heard, the guy in the chair was probably Chief Engineer Jacob Temple. Hopefully there's something out here for me to shoot with this new gun. I stomped the legs off of Jacob there, because if I'm remembering this right, there's going to be an infector when we come back here later. And as long as he doesn't have any legs, the infector will reanimate him into a legless slasher, which is not that dangerous. In fact, I think if you stomp all of the limbs off of an enemy, infectors will just go straight at you. They won't even bother trying to reanimate bodies.
Hanging off our ass, and without that centrifuge to balance the ship, the gravity tethers will pull us straight down to the colony. I'm heading in there now to see if I can fix it.
I did say last time we would finally get some upgrading done, but first let me check these lockers. Heard... Okay. So... Probably just gonna go right into plasma cutter upgrades. Let's see, I have 8 nodes. I don't have a super well laid out plan for how I'm gonna be handling upgrades. All I know is I'm gonna really invest heavily in the plasma cutter. Reload speed, fire rate, damage, capacity, all good, all fine. This isn't like an impossible or nightmare run mode. Nightmare mode run? There we go. So, efficiency with the nodes doesn't have to be super on point. It's not like I have to min-max this terribly. Eventually I might upgrade my rig a little bit to have a little bit more HP, but being as it's only on normal, probably not that big of a deal. The other things I will probably look into upgrading in the future, stasis. Especially stasis efficiency.
Decontamination sequence activated. Please stand by.
Yeah, they telegraph the pop-off here real hard. Slashers can't quite get in, but... Let's see, we count 1, 2, 3 of them. They'll find their way in. One of them went through the ceiling, maybe 2 of them. Another went through a wall vent, so... Trying to find where they're gonna pop out in the ceiling. In the meantime... there's the first one. We'll mess around with our new rifle. This thing's pretty satisfying. It's got a good kick to it. And yeah, shot for shot, like I was saying. Probably the weakest weapon, but fire rate makes up for it. It's not terribly efficient. Whoa, 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 whoa. If you're firing in bursts, then you can do some real damage with it. Oh, Leaper, hey. Let's try this out. I love that alt fire. Especially if you find yourself surrounded, like if you haven't paid adequate attention to your environment and you just get yourself surrounded, it's a really good option to just get stuff off of you.
Complete. Thank you for your patience.
Oh, the ship thanked me. It's super nice. But yeah, we'll be going back to the plasma cutter now. Especially now that we've put all of these power nodes into pumping this thing up, we're gonna see what a difference that makes. I don't like this. It's really dark. By the way, I have to, again, like, I think I did this in the first episode, but I have to commend them tying your flashlight to raising your weapon up. Gold semiconductor, we will take that. And yeah, they throw tons of pulse rifle ammo at you. They throw 25 at a time at you. So I think we'll be back here later. Not sure which way I want to go yet. Let's see what's at the other end of this corridor. Power node is down here. Ooh. And some corruption, I believe that's called. Corruption is just kind of like a Zerg-like, creep-like growth of necrotic tissue. So yeah, we are going this way. Oh, I see. That's kind of weird. My objective line, my tracker is sending me back towards the other objective. I think I'm heading towards the centrifuge. I think this is sending me towards the engine room first. But I'm gonna ignore the line for now. Not sure why they're giving me an air can here. I don't remember there being a vacuum section coming up. Now, if I went the right way, the next part we'll be going to is the gravity centrifuge.
Exiting zero gravity.
That was a bug? I wasn't in zero G's yet.
Entering zero gravity.
Okay. Okay. So we have another zero gravity section. This one in a really, really wide open room. Where are you? There's you, and then I know there are a couple others. Look at that go. Look at the plasma cutter go now. Very, very clean. Alright, we'll take care of you. There's still more. Somewhere. These zero-G sections are so good because you have so many different angles to get surrounded from. I thought I heard one more leaper, but maybe not for now. So the gist of this is that you have to use kinesis to recouple this to the centrifuge, but that little coupling is spinning a bit too fast, so you have to slow it down. I'm still paranoid about shit around me. Also, I have no stasis, which can be a problem. I know there's a stasis refill in this room, otherwise the puzzle wouldn't be completable. God, this zero gravity stuff is so cool. It's even better in Dead Space 2 when you get kind of free reign of movement. There we are. This one's a little bit more out of the way, but that's just because it's such a big room. Okay, so we slow it down to slow that coupling, and pretty sure I heard a leaper spawn. Hey, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Let me get down to the floor. I feel like I can handle this a little bit better. Ah, there you are. So, uh-oh. Let's wait for him to... Yeah! Oh, did you see the head fly into the camera? Oh, I love Dead Space. Okay, and then we do the same thing with this one. Use stasis to slow it down, kinesis to recouple it.
Generator module attached. Centrifuge power restored.
And then... We're not quite done yet. I can't remember what else we have to do, though. Power should have been restored in this room to the elevators, so... Ah, shit! Dr. Doom foot dive. Okay. At least I have myself in a corner. Like, it's hard to get surprised from where I am. Very, very clean. Nothing feels better than that. And then the way the bodies just float away in zero gravity is cool. This is an extremely cool franchise. Oh, it's a shame it's kind of dead. I mean, we don't know for sure that there won't be a Dead Space 4, but now that they kind of put Visceral on the Battlefield farm team, it's unfortunate. But enough lamenting. Oh, that's disorienting. That's real disorienting. So there's a necromorph that cut from the movie Dead Space Downfall. It was called the Grave Robber. I'll put a picture of it up on screen. It was this quadrupedal, three-headed monster with big scythe arms, kind of like the Slasher, along with its 4 legs, and half a dozen bodies fused onto its back. And the design was the sickest thing I've seen out of the entire franchise. And the idea was that they were going to show it destroying the centrifuge here in the movie, but they had to cut that for some reason. So that design never made it into anything Dead Space. I'm going to come out here for a second and just see if I've missed something. My tracker's still telling me to go back to the engine room. I wonder if I need to do something in the engine room before I can actually fix the centrifuge. I don't remember that being the case, but let me find out real quick. Sorry about wasting all that time. I missed this panel up here. See anything in here? No, okay. This panel.
Centrifuge
Yeah.
activated.
Big room. Easy to miss tiny little details.
Gravity restored. Entering vacuum.
Oh man, that's cool. So, this is why they gave me the air canister, because we do enter a vacuum for a little bit once we fix the gravity centrifuge.
You're doing great, Isaac. Centrifuge and gyros are both 100% and stabilized. Now get out of there and focus on the engine. I don't know how much time we have left.
Oh, hey, buddy. Woo. That was good. So we fixed, the ship's decaying orbit, but the ship still has no fuel. And we also get to deal with this. So just run along the wall, run to a little hidey hole. Try not to get smashed by the rotating centrifuge, because that will kill you. You can also get some leapers in this room killed by it. Ah! Not that one, though. That one's gonna screw me. And you're doing this while you're on a ticking clock, because your oxygen is depleting. And there was that one refill station in the last hidey hole we were in, but other than that, you kind of have to just rely on doing this quickly and any O2 pickups you got. So overall, super cool room with a lot going on. But the ticking clock element, you'd see, really isn't that bad. Made it with 30 seconds to spare. Plus the O2 that I have in my inventory.
limiting.
Yeah, I guess it's more like 20 seconds to spare because the 10 seconds it takes to pressurize the room and get oxygen flowing back. Anything gonna be... Okay. Whoa, hey! They set this up way in advance. We saw that big hole in the wall earlier. So aiming does not work like it normally does here. It's a little bit more finicky, but it's... Yeah! I normally don't get that quick. So, from now on, whenever we see those giant holes in the hull of the ship, you have to be worried about one of those tentacles. So we have one objective down. We now have to go to the engine room and refuel the engines. Oh, hey. Are you just gonna be there in a second? Will I step out of the room? No. Okay. What about when I round the corner? Yeah. Ooh. That was just a one-shot kill. I think I just hit it in the exact right spot to get a couple of limbs at once. The thing about Dead Space is it rides the line between action horror and survival horror really, really well. Almost as well as RE4 does it. There are actually a lot of parallels you can draw between this and RE4. I don't think Dead Space quite has the impeccable pacing of RE4, but the two are comparable, at least. It's very, very satisfying to shoot, but at the same time, you're limited. Your resources are pretty limited. It does have a strong horror element to it, so it's not just a complete action romp. Now we will do a little bit of selling, medium air, small air. I don't think I'm really gonna need those. Pulse round, sure. We'll keep 100 around, just in case, and we'll keep about 50 plasma energy at a time. That should all be fine. You know what? I will pick the line gun up. Personally, I'm content to just go through this with the plasma cutter, because the plasma cutter is really fucking good, but just for the sake of the LP, we'll get some weapon variety going too. So the line gun is like Dead Space's analog to a shotgun. It has a low fire rate, it has really good spread, the projectile is really wide, that is to say, and its damage output's very, very high. Also, it has this. Whoops, that was not the alt fire button. Damn it. I hit the primary fire instead of the alt fire. Shit. Whatever. We'll get some use out of that alt fire soon enough. You'll see what I'm talking about. Another good crowd control weapon. It doesn't have that kind of 360 degree get the fuck off me of the pulse rifle's alt fire, but still pretty good. So I don't know what's going on around here. Someone said the ship's been attacked. Who the hell would attack us out here? First the captain dies, now we get attacked? Carmack says someone on the bridge staff killed him. Wait a minute, what? Carmack says someone on bridge staff killed him. I guess he means the captain. Can't believe that goddamn chaos now. Can't get through the bridge, to the bridge. Can't get through to anyone. Everyone's running, getting the hell out of here. Yeah, we'll see the line gun's alt fire eventually. Ooh, I hope I have enough space even after selling all that stuff. Looks like there's a lot in here.
What in the hell is going on here? Danvers, Henderson, he's crazy. He's pulling his own teeth out. Henderson, for God's sake. Oh, God. Is he dead? Relax. He's alive. But he hit that door pretty hard. Man, why would he do something like that? I don't get it.
Pulling his own teeth out. Yeesh. Are you dead? I think you are. You always have to watch the corpse. Oh, shit! That's good. As you're looking down to see if that corpse is gonna pop up at you like it's playing possum, you see the Leaper crawling under the floor grates. Oh! Dead Space, you're so good. Alright, so when is that Leaper actually gonna spring? Man, I'm into this. Oh, that was a lurker, wasn't it? So we have at least a lurker and a leaper wandering around somewhere. That's fine. Small med packs, usually try to avoid having too many at a time. They're nice, just patch heals, but they don't sell that well. But, here we go. Nope. That's... looks like an EX slasher. You're still up. Don't want to use too much line rack ammo, since I have the least of that. And to be honest, since I'm not going to be using the line rack that much, I would like to sell as much of the line rack ammo I get as possible. I think it actually sells way better than plasma energy. Let's move him out of the way so I don't have something ragdolling all over the place. That didn't really move him that well. Great. Still worried about the lurker and the leaper. That's one of the ways they put you on edge. They might wait a while to spring that trap, but eventually they will, and it makes you so paranoid. Oh, God. Oh, shit. You really didn't want to go down. And we have, God, I always forget what they're called. Swarmers, I think? I saw a couple of those. If one or two jumps on you, you could shake them off and kill them without losing any health, I think. But if you get actually swarmed by them, they can actually kill you really quickly. More quickly than you would think. You might be thinking that this is setting up, like an RE4 ski lift moment, but it's not quite that. But we might have a fight at the end of the gondola ride. Oh yeah, that's the noise of a new necromorph, I believe. But not one we're gonna fight just yet. This is the all-fire of the line gun. It's a stationary mine that takes a little bit to detonate, but damn, is a good crowd control. Still one left. I believe the way you can tell the EX slasher is the enhanced ones apart from the normal ones are the orange-yellow glowing eyes. So yeah, that's one of the more potent uses of the line gun. Especially if you can stasis a couple of things next to each other, it gives you plenty of time for that mine to detonate. Because it does take a couple of seconds. If you can get them clumped together and stasis all of them at once, beautiful.
Never should have let him live. Never should have let him live. Shut it, Danvers. Shut it. Engineering log. Temple reporting. Someone has shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves in the process. They need to be repaired before I can reopen them, but we're running out of time. With the engine offline, orbit decay will begin in less than 10 hours. I just can't understand who would do this. If it's one of those crazy unitologist bastards, I'll break their neck. Shut up, Danvers! Help me with the tools. Temple out.
There's something around. Where? Here we are. Hey, buddy. Oh, he was still up. Shit. That didn't do too much, though. Look at all these bodies. This would be a nasty spot for an infector to just go around wreaking havoc in. They use the infectors pretty sparingly early on, though. They become a headache much later, though. Oh, I thought that was an audio log. Oh, that's right, the schematics, they stay in your inventory until you download them at the shop. I guess I'll use a small health, since I was just a little bit banged up anyway. Now we'll pull this other... don't know what to call it down. This little kinesis lock.
Sequence activated. Sufficient fuel to fire primary engine.
Cool.
Whatever you did, it's working, Isaac. I have a fuel reading. It's only a quarter full,
Oh.
so that's enough to restore orbit once you bring the engines online.
Shit.
False alarm. I thought I saw something.
Oh, there's 3 of them. Again, they set these leapers up way ahead of time. I'm not... Nope. Dealing with them super well. Okay, and then just the last one. I'm used to only needing to take 2
Can you hear
tentacles
me?
out.
It's Kendra. They attacked me. I ran for it, and Hammond just... he just disappeared.
Kendra? Where are you?
Nice to see you're alive and well, Hammond. I've barricaded myself in the computer core. I can hear them moving outside, but I don't think they know I'm in here. I can launch into everything from here. I hacked the route and found some reports from the colony. Even before they cracked the planet, the colonists were experiencing widespread dementia. It seems to be related to some artifact they found on the planet. Something called the marker. I'll keep looking. I've got your location and I'm going to unlock the door to fuel storage. You can get to the engine chamber from there.
The fact that there are other people capable of surviving on the Ishimura is something that I've always liked, because it helps Isaac keep from feeling too special and too heroic. Like other people can do exactly what he's doing. Maybe a little bit worse, but other people are just as capable of surviving. It makes him feel like more of an everyman and less of a superpowered hero, which is what they were going for in the first place. It's why he's not a Marine or something, he's just an engineer. Albeit a very capable and adaptive one. Actually, might not be remembering this right, but I think he might have actually been in the military previously. There's that infector. But that's just gonna make a legless slasher. So not the biggest threat. So we've refueled the engine. We have to go down to the engine room and fire it up now. Okay, come on. Infectors are a pain in the ass to actually deal with. Their weakness is that tongue-like protrusion that they stab into corpses to reanimate them. If you can sever that, they will go down, I think, almost immediately. Oh, look at them go! But if there are no corpses around to reanimate, it won't stick out its tongue. I helped them out. In Dead Space 2, I think the wings on it can be severed, but not in Dead Space 1. So next up, final stop on Chapter 3 is going to be to the engine room. My inventory's getting full too.
Entering vacuum.
Oh! I forgot about this. Okay, we have stuff to grab. That's nice. O2 canister. Alright, now what?
Entering zero gravity.
Oh, zero gravity and vacuum. Okay. This is cool. I always love it when you get to see out into space. And we get a leaper. Let's deal with him real quick. Oh, two. Shit. Oh, shit. I'm getting disoriented by being in zero gravity. It actually does affect your aim a little bit. Let me see if I can just get away from the leapers. Oh, shit. This is not good. I can't figure out where to land. I can't jump to that. 30 seconds left. I might just have to deal with these leapers so I can get a second to breathe and think. Okay. Ugh. It's really hard to hit them in zero gravity. Okay, there's one. I'm not handling this the best. I do have plenty of medkits, though. Oh my god. Okay, I can't even blame zero gravity for that. I'm gonna have to get away and use that O2 I picked up. Ooh. Glad I actually got that. I would be dead here. Come on. I wanted to... I do have two O2 kits. I wanted to kill the Leaper before I use that oxygen. Where you at? God, I've handled this the worst. The worst anyone has ever handled it. Okay, how do I get... Oh, I could have just run. I thought I had to do one of those zero-G leaps. Ah. I could have saved myself a lot of trouble.
Exiting vacuum.
Yeah. We got out of there, though. Mostly unscathed. This is pretty damn noisy. Holy shit! That room was almost redlining the audio on my capture card. Ooh! Yeah. This is like a hive full of corruption, which is again just necrotic tissue covering everything like creep.
This is Temple. Screw the engine. I can't restart it by myself, and with all the other shit going on, it's obvious this is sabotage. I'm heading for the bridge, and then I need to find Elizabeth. I gotta get her off this ship. It's not safe.
So are we thinking that maybe one of the unitologists on board sabotaged the ship? Seems likely at this point. Another note about the corruption here. You can't run on it. It hampers your movement. Ah, hell. These guys. Doesn't look like there's a big swarm of them. Ah, it's a dead end. Let's see if I can maybe bypass them. That'd be for the best. One. Yeah, just one. Yeah, one alone is not going to do any damage to you. Oh, he leapt from the ceiling. Ah. Determined. Okay, is he going to run through here? Yep. Yeah, we'll use a power node to open up this door. Oh, this might have been a bad idea because my inventory was so full before I came in here. Ah. Yeah, that was probably not worth the node because I can't really pick that much up. Shit. Is there anything I can really use here? Or drop, even? Freeze something up. That medium med pack might be the most valuable thing in here anyway. Again, though, we're not out to really min-max all that hard, so... no harm there. Although it is kind of killing me. Whoa! What the hell? It is kind of killing me not being able to pick this stuff up. Alright. Now let's move on to the engine room. Slow this down. And... just about in. Of course. I'm happy for that. Took out all the swarmers too, I think. Yep, all of them. Glad to have that. I'm being real anal about saving constantly in this chapter. Not sure why I'm so much more paranoid now. Let's back up so I can actually pick those credits up. Alright, the engine room is gonna get pretty hairy. I didn't think we were gonna start off with so much. There's the power of the line gun, though. The other nice thing about the line gun, its projectile penetrates. And this guy, don't ever shoot that distended belly. It is full of swarmers and sometimes even other types of necromorphs. Those guys, we got a preview of them back in Chapter 2 in the med bay. We saw those x-rays posted on the walls. They are called pregnants. And yeah, if you shoot them in the stomach, they burst open with tons of tiny little necromorphs. They don't shy away from these really nasty designs. Monster designs in visceral games can get so morbid. I remember Glenn Schofield saying that they looked at pictures of bodies from car crashes to get authentic-looking gore and corpses in this game. Like, can you even imagine doing that as part of your job? Are these corpses realistic enough? Better cross-reference with Rotten.com. Alright, now it's time for shit to pop off. That's good. I don't think the pregnants can pop once they're already dead, because I did just see his body fly away from the explosion. So I'm thankful for that. There's that mine. So good. Well, back it up. I don't feel like reloading the line gun. I'm just gonna sell its ammo. I'm greedy. Alright. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Perfect. I believe you're still alive, so let's stomp the other arm off. Or at least do some damage. Ah! He unfroze a little bit quicker than I thought. I got greedy there. That's not what I wanted to do. Credit drops would be most appreciated here.
Engines firing.
Alright, centrifuge fixed, engines refueled, engines ignited. We are done. We can head back to the tram now and end Chapter 3.
It's working. We're online and functional. Finally, some good news. Get a tram to the bridge, Isaac. I'm gonna take us back into a geostation.
Wait, we're not safe yet. Ship's asteroid defense system is offline. On the way up, the ship's going to pass through a debris field thrown up from the planet crack. We'll be ripped to pieces unless you restart it.
God damn it! I'll start working on it from here. Isaac, meet me at the bridge. You can do more good here than I can.
Isaac,
are you? It's me, Nicole.
Always a new problem to solve, and a message confirming Nicole's still alive, which is nice. I like that Kendra and Hammond are always working towards a central goal of just getting the hell away from here, getting back on board, getting off planet, getting far away from all this. Yeah, download all the schematics, get that shit out of my inventory. Gold semiconductor. I thought I had 2 of these. No? Okay. Guess I'll just sell the air cans. Small air can only sells for 500. Pulse rounds, we got a couple to sell. And we're actually a little bit lower on plasma energy than we've been so far. And with that, we board the tram, we exit Chapter 3, Course Correction, and we move on to Chapter 4 of 12. For now, thanks for watching, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one.